Well, the point of this video will be to underdraw the lip line. So basically work within the constraint of a natural lip line. So again, I'm going to work inside of her natural lip line. So it's not going to look very minimized, but definitely there'll be lesser volume than her natural lip. So right now I'm drawing her natural lip line. On this side, I'll underdraw it. Alright, so normally you'll need to underdraw a lip line as a corrective measure, or when there's a specific requirement on a job. For example, when you're drawing a geisha lip or a 1920s lip, where the lip is really small. In those cases, you will need to learn how to go within the lip, the framework of the lip. So it's an important thing to learn. Also correctively, like I mentioned, if somebody's mouth is really big, you need to learn how to still keep it natural, but underdraw the lip so it looks more balanced. So this is her natural lip line. And here, using that as my guideline, I'm going to underdraw. I'm going from inside the natural lip line. To make the lip appear thinner. Again, in cases like this, it's very important to kind of make sure that the area around the mouth also is very clear, but that's a finishing touch. So I'm going to fill in the color so you can see. If you're doing it as a corrective measure, just make sure that it doesn't look comical at any point. It still needs to look natural, which is why I say follow the natural lip line, but just go within, just under, to minimize the volume of the lips. So there, as you can see, there's a definite underdrawing here. As with all videos, anything that's related to pencil work, make sure that the tip is always sharpened, because then there's more clarity with what you're doing. Again, on the bottom lip, I'm just going back with her natural lip line. And on this side, I'm going just within. And it's not always that you'll need to do both. In this case, I am doing both upper and lower lips. But in a corrective place, in a corrective scenario, you don't need to do both upper and lower lips. You can just check to see what the requirement is and accordingly do the underdrawing. I'm just filling in so you can see the difference. So you'll find that the mouth is starting to look more petite in this side. I'm just filling it with a brighter color. Well, I'm not really doing anything here but changing the color a little bit, just filling in a brighter color. I'm just fixing this around the mouth. I'm just cleaning up so you can see a marked difference between both the sides. Yeah, so you can see a marked difference between the two sides. This size has been underplayed, whereas this side is more, it's closer to her natural lip line. It is her natural lip line. And this will now show you the difference between the two sides. So the point is to make a lip more narrow, or maybe less fuller. So that's the point of underdrawing a lip. It's not necessary to do it every single time, but it is a trick or a technique that will take you far in your makeup. And also within all these techniques, it's important to practice a very steady hand. You need to always understand there are a few tips about applying a lip liner itself. No matter what kind of makeup you're applying, remember that the mouth is not such a large area on the face. So again, practice restraint. Understand that you can't go sweeping across. It's not a large canvas. So always work patiently and within, with this exercise a little bit of control, and work within the parameters of the canvas that you're presented with. Short back and forth strokes using pencils is most effective, because then it will fill in the lines and the creases that you normally find on the mouth. So I think those are some of the key techniques in using lip makeup. Well, now that you have an idea of how to underdraw, I'm just going to wait and then fix the other side. I'll show you how you can fix it to bring that back, the natural lip back to a slim lip, in case you need to do it in a shoot. So I would normally use a concealer or a foundation. Right now I have a compact powder that I have been using, which is easier for me to demonstrate. So I'm going to use that. So in the earlier section of the video where I had overdrawn the lips, I needed to bring the natural lip back into balance with the overdrawn lip. But in this case, I've actually underdrawn her lip. So I'm going to have to bring an overdrawn lip to the size that we want. So what I've done is I've pinched a cotton Q-tip like this. So I have a narrow tip and put a remover on it. So I can be precise, otherwise you'll have to remove the whole thing. So I'm just going to hold the lip gently and work the color off from her natural lip line. If you have the time, then you can repeat the makeup. But in this case, we're just trying to show you how you can do it quickly. So you take off the outline. Don't worry about the foundation going awry. That can be fixed. Be very precise again. Be sure how much you want to remove. Don't worry too much, because there's concealer for everything. So once you're done with that, take a concealer brush and use the concealer or foundation that you're using and work it into the area that you don't need anymore in this makeup. So you're largely doing a cover-up job. So what I'm doing here is kind of taking off entirely the part of the lip that I don't need in this makeup, to make it appear thinner and smaller. Now you don't need to use only this product. You can use anything that you're comfortable with or something that's handy. Once you have her natural lip outline covered, then you can go back and repeat what you did to minimize the lip. So I'm going back in with the pencil. Now I'm going to match this with that. Underdrawing slightly. And then I'm going back to match the lipstick as well. Well, this I'm just filling in the color so I can match the other side. And just as a finishing touch, cleaning up even more sharply around the lip. So that's done. Obviously a much leaner lip than she came here with. So that's the way you underdraw the lips, where it's not too evidently underdrawn, because if you draw too much into the lip, you will find that the curl of the lip stands out like a very, very strong line, and unless you have, again, you'll be ending up with a lot of retouching to do, which is something you definitely don't want to do when you're a makeup artist. You don't want to be the reason why major retouching job is happening. So here are a few tricks to do makeup on the lips, and I hope they were all very useful.